I'm going to talk to you about my life principle, which is living to entertain. I consider myself as possibly a failed entertainer during the past because I'm one of the people who love acting on stage, but I'm also one of the people who got so attached to the idea of being applauded at the end of a performance. And that's where I quit. That's how I quit acting in the first place. But now that kind of grown a little bit older, I've come to accept that that is actually a real part of who I am. And I will talk to you guys a little bit about that. So first of all, I'd like to ask you, what do you think is the meaning of the word entertain? I mean, what entertains you? Something that entertains you should usually be, I don't know, comedy, something that can be funny. Yeah, I mean, like, if I told you right now that I have a big crush on Carfe here, would you believe me? Yes or no? Yeah, that's entertaining you at the expense of my personal well-being. I can do that. I can humiliate myself. I can play around with emotions and say, Zikri, I hate you! I can do it like that. I can play with emotions. And that's how you entertain people. It's all about connecting with them. But the thing is, people don't understand is that to be able to entertain is actually part of a performance. And the thing is, I live every single bit of my life and treat it as a performance. A good performance is something that is, number one, can be funny. If I wanted to make you cry, I'd tell you about the story of how my best friend's sister died in front of us, spelunking. She fell down the cave, her feet got trapped in stones, and she drowned in front of us. But it's entertaining because you're listening to me and I'm engaging you. I'm tweaking and I'm poking to emotions that are inside of you. I can also be pretty stupid about it and just say something completely random and say, yes, I did enjoy pole dancing during the first time in Incitement. I think there is an inner pole dancer in me, which I don't really know. I can do that also. But the thing is, the most important part of a performance is adding quality and improving the quality of life of the person that you're doing it for. A good performance has to be, number one, it has to have a good message. There always has to be something valuable that you're trying to say. If you don't have that, then why the hell are you doing this anyway? Number two, it has to be engaging. You have to be able to pique the emotions of the person you're talking to. And the third part, which people usually forget, or entertainers usually forget, is emotional sincerity. If you really do want to connect with your audience, you have to be able to show everything about yourself. You have to give yourself. A performance is giving oneself to the people that are listening to you. Faking it is not an excuse. So how does this all boil down? I mean, like, how do you do it? I mean, like, I think everybody here has had in some point in their life wanted that feeling of being on stage, saying something, and then everyone in the room just stands up and says, yeah, you're freaking amazing, you changed my life, sending you personal emails, oh my God, you're my hero, oh my God, I love you. We all, at some point in time, we all want something like that. Yes or no? Yeah. Have you all dreamt about being that amazing speaker on stage because you've always wanted to influence people by what you're saying? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
But what if I told you that you could do it every single day with every single person that you talk to? What if you treat every single thing in your life as if it's a performance? Something that is emotionally charged. Something that you're sincere about, something that you have a concrete message that you want to get across to the next person. Wouldn't that be something? Yes. And that is something that is how I live my life every single day. Every single person who I come to, I have to make sure that I am at my best. I will try my best to entertain you in the sense that I can be funny. I can play around my emotions with you. But I'll definitely leave you with something to think about, whether it be something as simple as, hey, he made me smile. That's nice. I feel better. that in itself is a performance. Would you agree?
Yes.
So what basically I'm saying is, live your life as if it's a performance. That is how I feel. There is this specific quote in like Shakespeare said it. It's like all of life is a performance, something like that, and all men and women simply actors in it. And at one point in time, every single person plays multiple parts in the grand scheme of things. And that is what I think is most important. We have to realize that each and every person is an audience, someone that you have to increase. Because like when you inspire someone, that's another person who maybe 10 years down the road can come up to you and without you even knowing and suddenly telling you, hey, do you know that 10 years ago you talked to me and told me something and it completely changed my perspective on life? Wouldn't that be something? That's something that would make me cry. And it's happened to me a couple of times before. And I didn't even know. I was just being nice to someone, but I said something meaningful, apparently, to this person. One performance can change a person. One incredibly great concert can rock your life. I mean, have you guys ever been to the concert of your favorite music artist? Yes or no? Yes? Freaking amazing, right? It's like you feel like, yeah, I conquered the world. Yes, I can die now. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, like, when I saw Shakira, I was like, oh, yes. But the thing is, it only takes one person to affect the world. And if every performance that you do can affect one person, then every single performance that you do can affect the world. So I'd like you all to take a look at each person beside you. This person beside you can potentially be the person who will change the world. It's definitely possible. If you treat your life as a performance and treat everyone as an audience, then you can inspire one another to do crazy things. And that's basically all I have to say. I know it's disappointing because I'm not jumping and I'm not doing something crazy, but what I'm saying is just this. This is how I live my life, and I hope I've given you something to think about when you go home. Thank you.